Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're live now. Cool. Shout out to everybody that's watching here on YouTube. It's already live. Uh, I I think Power is joining here in a few. I'm not sure about Pete. We'll see. I hit up the whole crew about joining, but shout out to everyone that's watching here right now. Actually, I hear the fan. Let me fix that. It sounds very loud. Give me a second. I forgot I had it on. Let me put it on silent. Let me see if you can still hear it. Seems to be better now. All right, so we're live Twitch. We're going live on X like about 2 minutes or so. So bear with us here. Bear with me. I sent out a message to everybody on Discord that we're going to be live here recording. So, but if you guys have any questions, anything you guys would like to ask, hit us up. Fanmail at gamertagradio.com or go to SpeakPipe, speakpipe.com/gamertagradio. We're there. You can call in from your phone, from your PC, any device. Just go there and leave a message and we'll play on the show. Media, let's see. Fanmail intro. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. I believe we already have more people here on Twitch. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. Shout out to Arctic. I believe Arctic is on. I think he's on. I see him here. Well, more people are going to be joining in a few minutes. 7:30 actually. I like to join a little bit early, just in case. Arctic, let me know if you're on. I believe you're on, but just want to say hello. Yeah. So the topic we're going to be talking about here on the show is about this whole PlayStation multi-platform news that popped up. I believe was Friday. Was it Friday or so? Man, people are going crazy about this, man. It's like the end of the world. The end of the world, man. I don't have an issue with it. I think it's pretty cool. That's how I see it. But people get all mad about it, you know? Huh. Let's see. $7.20. It's gonna be interesting to hear our conversation here on the show. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I don't know why I hear this weird sound on the recording. I don't know if I could. Can I fix that? Ooh, I think I could fix it. Well, I could fix it once the episode's already done. You know, it's a little complicated to fix that now. You know. Yo, what up? What up? Hello, thirsty panda. Oh, I see. I see a Paris Lily here. Paris, sup?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Um, hey, how are you doing?
Good. Good. You know, I thought the world was about to end because of this whole PlayStation going multi-platform. You know, just making sure that everybody's okay. Are you okay? Are you feeling hurt?
I'm pretty hurt.
Oh damn. Sorry to hear
Pretty
that.
hurt by. I'm pretty hurt by this.
Damn.
It's not
What?
good, man.
Not
It's
good.
ruining the industry.
Oh my god. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh man. People are funny.
Oh boy, the
Bill,
comments this weekend have been freaking hilarious.
yo,
Oh,
I can't wait. I can't wait to read the tweets and talk about it here. Because there's a lot of things I have to say. Because yo, we've been saying this for years. For
yeah.
years.
Yes.
And people are like, nah, Paris, nah, Danny, you guys are crazy. That's never gonna stop promoting this. Stop promoting this. What else? What? You know, because they're very. They've been working in the industry for a long time. They know about the business. You know,
Yeah.
they really know.
We don't know nothing.
We don't know nothing.
We're
Even
just-
when people tell us, it's still like you don't know
Danny,
nothing. Yeah.
We're just repeating marketing talking points.
Yes.
We only say what they tell us to say. That's it. Nothing else.
Yep. It's so funny, man. Yo, I gotta read what B Gamer posted. B Gamer 90 onto Discord. Yo, it's hilarious. It's funny. Shout out to him. He's probably watching right now. But he was like, this is from I'm gonna read to you what people were saying and what happened after, okay? Okay. PlayStation would never make players pay for online. PlayStation introduces PlayStation Plus. PlayStation doesn't care about TV. PlayStation introducing PlayStation View. Also, PlayStation will never put games on PC. PlayStation put games on PC. PlayStation would never make their first party games cross gen. PlayStation makes their first party games cross gen. And then the last one, PlayStation would never put their games on Xbox. PlayStation puts their games on Xbox.
Do you remember? God, this would have been 2019 because I think the rumor of Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC was coming off, and I just made this video I put on Twitter, and I was like, "Have a good weekend," and I basically was like, and, "Yo, it was crazy because I was holding the PS4 copies like that, Uncharted, God of War, and I'm like, who freaking cares? Cares? Put it on PC. Nobody cares." And yo, people were so freaking mad. And the hilarious part, I had it like the correct order too.
And it was like, I remember that. Oh man, yo, people funny, yo, people hilarious.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously we're gonna talk about it on the show, but it's like, bro,
it's the business, bro. It's the business.
Like,
it's not about your
did I think-
feelings.
yeah, it is definitely not about your feelings. I mean, did we think this was going to happen a few years ago? No, but I mean, bro, just pay attention to the industry. What's happening? It's common sense. But what I'm tripping on is, yo, there's certain cats out there that are doing like Beacom yoga stretch, trying to justify this. It's insane.
Please say it. Please say it. Please say it for the show though, because the funniest.
Trust me, I will. But just
because I'm gonna read some tweets.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, man. Well, the job description. Read what the job description. I was like, I am reading what the job description says. You don't create a position like this, and I'll say this again on the show. But you don't create a position like this, and
a team, and
it's just Helldivers too.
No, MLB the show. And the live services games. Oh, I have a lot to say. Yo, all weekend I'm thinking, yo, I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about this on the show because, man, people gotta get out of this bubble. Seriously, it's hilarious, the bubble.
They do.
But then, when you prove them wrong, that's when they get angry. Those replies, oh, bro. Woof.
Well, I just think it's hilarious. The video you posted, what was it? That one even 3 weeks ago, was it?
It was a few weeks ago.
And we were talking about Helldivers too.
Yeah.
And we said it then.
Yeah.
And the reply, people was just mad. And it's just like, again, it's like, it's just 4 games. You really think, they're just going, yeah, yeah, we're good with just Helldivers 2. We're not going to do nothing else. You really think they're going to have all this, their back catalog of single player games? They're not going to try and generate new revenue out of those games. It's like, use your brain. How many versions of The Last of Us are out there already? You really think they're not going to put out another version of The Last of Us?
And
like,
guess what?
on.
And guess what? If they put that version, the last one that came out, on a console, let's say on Xbox and the Switch too, yo, they will bank. That is dumb if they don't do that. That would be dumb if they don't make that move. You know? I don't know.
I'm going to say it again now. I'm going to say it again on the show.
Yeah.
All you got to look at is Cyberpunk 2077 on Switch too.
Yo, when it launched, it was right behind Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
You know what? And I'll mention on the show too. Shout out to Sega, man. Shout out to Sega. Because everybody was trashing Sega back in the early 2000s when they started making this move back in those days. Oh, we got Pete. It's the whole crew. Holy ish. People are not effing ready. They're not effing ready for this. What's up? From the future. From the future, we have Pete.
9 hours ahead. What's up, man?
What's up, bro? Yo, I can't wait to talk about this. Because people are losing their effing minds, Pete. I know you're on tour. I know you're on tour.
I'm home. I kind of know what's going on, and it's ridiculous. The world has changed. It's what was it? Was it Star Wars or no? Spaceballs. It's like the end of the world. You know, people are people are going crazy. It's wild.
It's so good, man. Let's do it. You know, let's do it right now. Let's start a minute early. Let's do that. 1 minute early. Let's
Stop here, bro.
All right, let's do it. Welcome to Gamer Tag Radio. This is your host, Danny Pena. And guess what? Guess what? We have the whole crew here because big news this past weekend. It was on Friday, I believe. Friday. About PlayStation going multi-platform. But don't worry, we'll talk about it in a few minutes. But first, this is your host, Danny Pena. And joining me, the whole crew. Because this is a very special episode. We have Paris, Liddy. Paris, what's up? Are you hurt? Are you okay?
Actually, I'm a little under the weather, which is not good leading into this week. So yeah, a little bit, just a taste. Yeah.
All right, and also from the future, because Pete sees the future. Also, he sees more PlayStation games coming out on other consoles from the future. We have Peter, man. Pete, what's up?
What's up, man? What's up, guys? Man, it feels like it's been forever since I've been on with you guys.
Yeah, when was the last time? Was it before Summer Game Fest? No, right? No, there's no way. Was that before Summer Game Fest? I'm trying to remember. It was all of us again. Wow.
I would say yes. And I love the synchronicity where Paris and I just both reached for a drink at the same time. It's phenomenal. Yeah. It's been months, but it's like I've never left, man.
Yeah, that's all good. It's all good. Now, everyone, thank you for listening and also watching Gamer Tag Radio. Shout out to all of you out there. And actually, this week we're going to the Battlefield 6 multiplayer event. Stay tuned for that. Wait, what's up with that look?
Because you said we. Don't speak for me.
I didn't
we are going to the Battlefield 6 multiplayer.
You don't know what I'm doing. Mind your business.
I know exactly what you're doing.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. Anyways, stay tuned. We got some stuff. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting because it's been a while since I've been to a Battlefield event. It's been a very long time. So we'll see what they got planned for the event. And also, I got some extra content coming up, which I can't talk about, but it's been recorded a while back. That's what I will say. All right, so we're gonna go straight to the news. Look, Pete is so excited.
Why don't you just air the rest of my business since you're already talking about stuff that I'm doing? Why don't you just tell everybody everything else?
Paris
before I say it, why don't you just say it for me?
You know what? I'll say right now. Paris is gonna be driving to Los Angeles. It's probably gonna take him like a good 2-3 hours from this location to me. And yeah. And also Paris is going to Gamescom. He posted it publicly on Twitter, so I'm reading exactly what he wrote on Twitter. He's going, telling everybody, invite me to all your events.
Hey, you damn right. I put it in all caps too. I was like, I'm in Germany. Invite me to everything.
Everything.
I can't wait.
Even at the bar.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yo. No, but yeah, it's interesting. Anyways, but look, congrats, Paris. Congrats going to attending to Gamescom, and can't wait to see what you got planned over there, man. I know you want to keep some stuff a secret, but
Well, with you, it won't be secret for long.
hey! I didn't sign no NDA. I didn't sign no NDA. I'll say what I want.
I'm never telling you anything ever again.
First of all, you posted online. It wasn't even me. It was all you. Anyways, let's continue with the show. By the way, I hope people are okay. Things are going to be okay. I get it that this job listing that was posted by PlayStation of a new director. Wait, what's the full position? Senior Director of Multi-Platform and Account Management. And then here it talks about they're looking for director and I believe a team in the future, Paris, right? Where they're going to be working on games PlayStation games going to Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. And it also says here that the multi-platform strategy leadership oversee the out of year, in parentheses, mid-range commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio titles across all non-PlayStation platforms, driving long-term revenue growth and audience reach. Now, when you read this whole job listing, it doesn't really say anything about just like, please, we just want to work on live service games. It doesn't say MLB The Show, and all the other games already came out on Xbox in the past. This is PlayStation Studios in general. It's just everything we're going to see from PlayStation in the future. Now, when it says mid-range, it sounds like similar to what we got to see, with games coming out on Steam and also on Epic Game Store, where older games, maybe like a year, 2 years later, those the same version will come out on those like in other platforms and stuff. So that's what I see happening in the future. So now when this job listing went live a couple of days ago, people were going nuts online, and a lot of them still they don't believe this is happening, saying that this is only live service game, no single player game. And I believe, Paris, a couple of weeks ago we talked about Helldivers 2 coming out on Xbox, right? And during the conversation, I think you were the one that mentioned, oh, when Spider-Man comes out, people are gonna lose their minds. What happened? you said that on the show, on the show. So I still think
before you continue. I have a comment before you continue.
I still think.
He said okay, and he kept talking.
No, because I'm not done yet.
That's why I want to interrupt before you finish. I have a comment.
Okay, go for it. I'll let you do your thing. Man.
Oh wow,
you are a little too happy about this.
You know why?
You're a little too happy.
You know why I'm happy? I'm happy because I want people to play my favorite games.
I don't think that's it. I really don't. I really don't think that's it.
Honestly, you know why, Paris? You know why? I told you so. Because a lot of people were attacking me online.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. This entire time you talking, I go, that little smug look. I go, he just like, I told you so. I told you so.
Because, look. At the end of the day, I don't have a problem with this. I have all systems. And I know not everybody have all systems. I get it. But if a game that I really like, let's say my favorite game, PlayStation game, Returnal, comes out on Xbox, I'll be like, yo, that is dope because that game is phenomenal. I want people to try it out. I'll buy it again. Just for the achievements or whatever. I'll buy it again. I'll play it. You don't think so, Paris? You don't think so? You really don't think so? Okay.
You smell that?
Okay. All right.
Smell that, Paris?
All right. Yo, Streets of Rage? Streets of Rage, I got one code for free, and the rest I bought. I bought the PlayStation version, Switch version, PC version was the one I got and Xbox. I got all the versions, man, because I love that. I like to support. So don't come with this nonsense like with that look. Come on, bro. Anyways, that's all I have to say. But I have more stuff later on. Go ahead, Paris or Pete.
Actually,
whoever.
I'm more curious about Pete.
Oh, go ahead, Pete.
I'm not gonna come out. I'm not gonna come out of left field here. I don't think it's ridiculous. I don't think it's a ridiculous thing to think that PlayStation is going multi-platinum. Look, it's. We've all said this for the last God knows, what is it, 8 years now on the show. This is Sony seeing how Microsoft has flourished with their games going to Sony and Nintendo. Seeing Nintendo bring in other things. Nintendo's look, I think we can all agree Nintendo's never going to send their titles to other platforms. But
okay. I wouldn't say don't say never.
Until we see it. But I think it's a phenomenal thing because look, at the end of the day, this is just a benefit to all gamers in general. Yes, there's going to be a handful of those that would rather see, exclusive games on specific consoles.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody wins here. Everybody that's an actual gamer wins here because they get to play regardless of the console. And I think Paris said this a day or two ago on Twitter, is like the console war is over. What are they gonna have? What are people gonna complain and excuse my French, bitch about on social media now? So this is nothing but a win for all of us as gamers, as consumers. Obviously, it's going to be great for us as people in games media or games journalism. But I think it's a phenomenal thing that the big dogs are finally understanding that it shouldn't make a difference. Yes, there's always going to be a little bit of few that say, it should be on those. And I wouldn't be surprised if they keep a handful close to their vest and keep them specifically on those. But to have whatever percentage split of your catalog on another platform means more revenue for you as a business. And at the end of the day, remember, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they're all businesses. First and foremost, their priority is to get your dollars. This is the easiest and quickest way to do it while maintaining them in your ecosystem. So I don't see a problem with it, man. Win. I love it.
Pete, can you put your mic a little bit up? I think a couple of you said your audio is low.
I can't increase it any higher.
Oh, well, see, I blame Sony going multi-platform. All right, Paris, you would like to go and say something? Uh-oh.
So
Paris, you come out crazy saying he hates it.
no, I don't hate it at all. It's just the reality of what is happening in the gaming industry. And Pete, you kind of already just alluded to this, when you were just talking. These are businesses. They got to make money. When we're talking corporations, it's always about growth. You always got to continue to grow. And I don't care how much money you made last year, you need to make more next year, right? There needs to, the arrow has to go up. It definitely can't go down, and staying the same isn't acceptable either. This is what's happening in this gaming industry right now for a variable reasons. First, games cost, AAA games we're talking, cost a lot of money to make in this current age. Budgets are out of control. The time to make these games is taking way too long. It's out of control. You couple all that in, you've seen what this generation has just been chaos, regardless, for various reasons. But you look at this generation of gaming, we're now at a point that if your AAA game doesn't hit a certain metric, people get laid off, studios close, sequels don't get greenlit. This is what is happening. We're seeing less and less of risk being taken at the AAA level. And as a result, you're going to rely on what you know works. So you're only going to green light sequels that are going to make money. It's just facts, right? So I'm saying all that to say this. Xbox obviously did this last year. We didn't think it was going to happen. You know, oh, it's just 4 games, all that stuff. We're now a year later. Everyone has accepted this reality. There's no more red lines. They're putting their games everywhere. We just saw Forza Horizon 5 sold 3 million copies on the PlayStation 5. It's just a reality of it. So you can't tell me that PlayStation's or Sony's leadership isn't looking at the strategy that Xbox just did, saw the end result in less than a year, by the way. Let's keep this clear. So it hasn't even been a year, right? Mm-hmm. And think, well, no, we're going to stick to the traditional ways of exclusivity. We're not going to take our legacy IPs and put them on as many platforms as we possibly can. They had already started putting them on PC. You know, we were joking offline. Hell, you can go back to 2019. I remember I put the video out about Horizon Zero Dawn going to PC and people were losing their minds. Here we are today. No one blinks an eye if a PlayStation game shows up on a PC. Not talking day and date. Obviously, there's a staggered release to it, and that's fine. But they're showing up on other platforms. So why wouldn't you expand that to the Nintendo's user base, which we know will be, you know, probably 50, 60, 70 plus million potential Switch 2s out there. And then even the Xbox user base, which is, you know, 30 to 40 million people. It's just math. If even 1 million people were to buy a PlayStation game on an Xbox at $60, $70 a pop, do the math. It's a lot of freaking money. It's a lot of revenue that you're getting, even with, let's say it's a 70-30 split. So Xbox has clearly already done it. They're putting their games on PC. They're putting their games on PlayStation, Switch, cloud, the damn Vectrex. They're putting it everywhere. So why wouldn't PlayStation? And I'm not saying day and day, because that's where I think people lose their freaking minds over this stuff. Live service games, 100% they're doing day and date moving forward. You're fooling yourself if you think they're not. But even their single player games, like we talked about a few weeks ago, Danny, what game makes a lot of sense to bring over? Spider-Man, because it is a well-known IP. You can't tell me that game would not sell. All you got to do is make the Spider-Man pack. The Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, people eat it up. $70, $80 a pop. They eat it up on Xbox. You know they will. Take Spider-Man out of it. We know they're working on a Horizon live service game. That will show up on an Xbox. Might as well bring Aloy with it. Why not? Why wouldn't you? I mean, obviously, there's already been rumors about Lego Horizon. Put Zero Dawn and Forbidden West on Xbox. Of course. I was just earlier this week. I just jumped back into Ratchet and Clank just randomly. The PS5 version. Amazing game. Love that game. Matter of fact, when Kind of Funny during that year, it was our game of the year at that time, right? Fantastic game. I mean, what that whole voice cast did was amazing. Anyways, the point I'm making on it is that's a game that we know because of leaks did not necessarily sell that well on PlayStation 5. It barely broke even. Why not? You put it on PC already. Why not put it on Xbox? Who cares? At this point, who cares? You just put it on there, see what revenue you can generate. People are so worried. And I know, Dan, you wanted to get into the comments. I'm just going to jump into it right now. Mm-hmm. We have seen some of the most batshit insane comments online over the past 2 days. People just way too much in their own personal feelings about something that doesn't affect them. Moving forward, if you are dedicated to the PlayStation brand, you're going to go buy a PlayStation 6. You're still going to go get your games on the PlayStation library. Who cares if Johnny Gamer Xbox 1269 gets to play the games that you play, but he's doing on a different piece of hardware? Because let's not forget, when you look under the hood, a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series X are the freaking same. They are, from a quirk here, a quirk there. But other than one is branded blue and one is branded green, who cares, right? Mm-hmm. This is where we are. Xbox has already told you this is an Xbox. Everything is an Xbox. They're banking on, we're going to provide services and we're going to do something innovative with our hardware, obviously a more open platform to try and get you to buy our hardware. PlayStation still has the brand recognition and clearly customer loyalty. People are still going to go buy a PlayStation regardless of where their games show up. So I just think this is just the new future. It makes sense. It allows these studios and these publishers to generate revenue off of game. Like again, we're talking single player games, off of games that are essentially just sitting on the shelf. They've already reached their potential on their current platform. Bring it to another platform and see if you can attract new customers. Because what we're realizing is people that are dedicated to PlayStation ain't buying an Xbox. They're just not. People that are dedicated to Xbox, they ain't buying a PlayStation. They're just not. Switch, all that. PC. People have decided where they want to go play. So you bring the games to where they are versus trying to tell them they got to come over here to this hardware. Sure, that was a reality even 10 years ago, but it's not today in 2025. Technology, everything is just expanded to the point where you bring the games to the customers and stop telling the customers to come to the games. You're going to make more money doing it that way. And ultimately, you're not hurting a brand. You're still going to sell hardware. What does it matter? And if you don't sell hardware, the money's in the software anyways, right? It's not like you're making huge, unless you're Nintendo, because they purposely sell underpowered hardware, right? Their development costs of their games are less than the other ones, right? The third party publishers and obviously PlayStation and Xbox. That's why, like, again, people losing their minds with all this stuff. Because I had said something about, we'll look back, generations will study this era of exclusivity, and they'll probably laugh at all of us. Because they'll go, you guys are crazy. What do you mean? You had to go buy this just to play a game? Why isn't the game available everywhere? And what do you think everybody, well, Nintendo, until Nintendo does it. I'm like, bro, Nintendo is Nintendo. And like what you said, Danny, to Pete, never say never. Mm-hmm. Don't forget, Nintendo did experiment at one point with putting their franchises on mobile. People seem to mind wipe that like it didn't happen. Mario was on mobile, right? So never say never with that stuff. And I've talked about this before, I'm going to say it again now. The Wii U was a disaster for Nintendo. If the Switch didn't hit like it did, I bet you I'm playing Mario on Xbox right now. So they're not immune to this. People act like Nintendo has just been hit after hit for 40 years. No, it's not. NES was. Super Nintendo did not sell as well as the NES. The N64 didn't sell as well as the Super Nintendo, right? GameCube did not do that great. Wii, yes. Wii U, nope. And then obviously here we are with the Switch and the Switch 2. So they've not been perfect over there. Sure, we love their IPs and all of that, but they're not bulletproof. And I guess that's the point I'm trying to make here is shit changes. Sorry, I'm cursing, but stuff changes. And you either adapt to it or you go away. And obviously Microsoft, Xbox has already done it. They've been very aggressive with it. And you're seeing PlayStation do the same exact thing. Hell, keep it nameless. I saw a certain someone say that the only reason Helldivers 2 is on Xbox is because Xbox had to convince PlayStation to do it. Get out of here.
Really? What? Phil went to the office with a gun, like, yo, you better release these games. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what convinced PlayStation to put Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Mm-hmm. Money.
Yep.
Money. An untapped audience that they can see more growth for their live service game. And the same thing applies to single player thing. Again, you really look, how many versions of The Last of Us has PlayStation put out? You really think they're afraid to put out another version on the Xbox? It's going to happen. These things are going to happen. There will be a day that Ellie and Joel will be on an Xbox.
On the green device.
Yes, there will be a day that Kratos shows up on an Xbox. It's going to happen. Like I said, Aloy just, I'd be shocked if Aloy isn't. Aloy is happening. Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you, people need to get out of their feelings on this stuff and just understand it's about games, man. Go play games. People fussing so much online about this stuff. Go play the games. Who cares if someone else gets to play it somewhere else? That's what you got to realize with this. They're trying to make money. They're not trying to placate your feelings and push your console wars. Like, ironically enough, and I know I'm talking a lot and I'm sorry, but ironically enough, when we had Peter Moore on, Peter Moore admitted Yes, they did encourage the console wars back then. It was fun to do back then. But the gaming industry probably wasn't even a fifth of what it is right now from a revenue standpoint. You know, from a market share standpoint, there's too much money at stake now to do these silly games. And we got to, no. How can we make more money? Bottom line, it is not an accident. Over the past couple years, pay attention to every interview that Phil Spencer has done, including ours. It is my response. I have a business to run. He says it every time. You know, I got to make profit. Like, he talks about the business side of this every time now. It's not an accident. So I'm trying to remember his exact words, but he has a responsibility to run a profitable business, something like that he said, right? You don't think Sony has the same responsibility? Of course they do. They all do. Ubisoft does. EA does. They all do. Why do you think you've seen so much shift in this industry right now with games? And as horrible as it is, the layoffs, right? Downsizing studios, right? Shifting to canceling projects because that one is too much of a risk to make profit. So let's shift over to something that is safer, that we know audiences want. That's what's happening right now. I'm gonna shut up after this. So I have a theory, even with Xbox, that when you saw the ZeniMax layoffs, right, of that unreleased IP that allegedly Phil Spencer loved. My theory is that game still had time in the oven. They didn't want to have those resources dedicated towards that. When you got Fallout just sitting there, the TV show reinvigorated everybody back into the franchise, and you're years away from a new game coming out. No. We're diverting to something that we know is going to generate revenue, which is going to be a Fallout IP. And this is just me theorizing. I don't know nothing, obviously, but that's why I think you're seeing certain things happen. That's why Perfect Dark got canceled, because Perfect Dark was probably still years away. The studio had already been in turmoil for years, and there was no guarantee that Perfect Dark was going to be a huge hit. So why are we continuing to pump money into game development of an IP that might not do anything for us? Obviously, Everwild, same thing. They dedicated 10 years to that game, and it was probably still years away. And as cold-blooded as it is, and as much as I don't like it that people lost their jobs over it, it's just reality of it, man. And that's what people need to realize. So you're damn right PlayStation's going to put games on other platforms because they're trying to make money. And if they don't make money, then guess what? Studios close. People get laid off, right? Which one do you want? Do you want your feelings placated so that nobody other than you can play The Last of Us? Or do you want to see Naughty Dog continue to make more IPs? It's your choice.
Facts. And
the truth, Paris. That's not what people want to hear.
I know.
This yeah, I know.
No, but you know what? The thing that people bring up a lot, Paris, and I've been seeing this a lot the past couple of days, is, well, PlayStation said that it's gonna be only live services games. They never said about single player games. Here's the thing: in business, things change all the time, no matter what. Perfect example. What was it that Xbox was saying? We're gonna release Outer Worlds 2 for $80. And what happened? They had to change it, right? It wasn't like, well, we're just gonna keep it the same way. No, companies are always changing when they see, based on feedback, or things are selling from the competitors are doing well, etc. Companies are always gonna be changing their minds on things, man. Look, and I know you mentioned this a few minutes ago, Paris. Forza Horizon 5. How old that game is? 4 or 5 years, right? Something like
2021.
that. 2021. The number one game this year so far on PlayStation. Of course, PlayStation gonna say, "Yo, we could do the same thing. That's more money for us. Let's release an old game that's been out for a long time. Let's release it on Xbox and Switch, maybe mobile, and let's make some money." Like you said, Ratchet and Clank. Imagine releasing that on the Switch, Paris. That's a totally different crowd. Totally different crowd. Yeah, totally different crowd. And then you have a game like, I don't know, Spider-Man, also released on Xbox and the Switch. That thing will sell like crazy. And people are not seeing that. They're still with his feelings like, no, it's like my little box. I don't want nobody to have all the other games. I just want to be the only one playing those games. That doesn't make any sense, man. 0 cents. I don't know why are people still thinking that. I know when, and I'm gonna go way back when Sega decided to go third party. Man, at that time we were like, oh, that's not good. That's not good. But guess what? Sega has been doing it for so long. It's been around. They've been doing great because of that. Back then, when we heard that the Dreamcast was gonna get shut down, that it was the end already, and they were gonna go third party. And I remember there were certain games that was coming out exclusive on Xbox, the original Xbox. I was like, damn, you know what? Well, let's see what happens. But then Sega started releasing games on Nintendo, on other devices, PlayStation, and it's been selling like crazy. So if that made sense for Sega, why it's not going to make sense for Microsoft, PlayStation, hopefully in the future Nintendo doing the same exact thing? It's money, man. It's all about the business, man. It's not about your feelings. And people got to let that go, man.
But even going back to what you just mentioned about Xbox lowering the price of the Outer Worlds 2 to $70, I mean, look, I'm sure there was a lot of different reasons why maybe pre-order sales were low or whatever the case. We will never know.
Yeah.
But my stance had been from the day they announced it at the showcase till now is that is not the game for you to enter into raising the price of, because sure, Grand Theft Auto 6, hell, we were speculating it could be $100 because we know people are going to go buy that game. Call of Duty is another one that obviously if it was $80, you might not like it, but you would shrug and go, it's still going to be the top selling game of that year, most likely, right?
Yep.
But a game like the Outer Worlds 2, as much as I love Obsidian, as much as I love the first game, it is still essentially it's not a well-known IP, right? It doesn't have the brand recognition of a Fallout, as an example, right? It's not like they're saying, hey, Fallout New Vegas 2 from Obsidian is $80. They'd be like, yeah, damn, it's $80, but it is Fallout New Vegas. I guess I'm going to go get it, right? The Outer Worlds 2 doesn't have that brand recognition and awareness. So for you to tell me I'd have to spend $80 for that, I'm going to be hesitant. This is where Game Pass would have factored in, which is what we were speculating. Oh, I'll just go play it on Game Pass because I don't know if I want to spend $80 on this thing, right? But to talk multi-platform, it's $80 on PlayStation, right? It's $80 on PC, and not, where you don't have, if you don't have Game Pass, is my point. I'm going to be a lot more hesitant to buy that game. I'm going to go, I don't know if I want to spend $80 on that. I'm going to wait. I'll wait for it to go on sale. Blah, blah, blah. I'll wait for reviews. You're not going to see people want to go run out day one again. And look, even $70, I'm not necessarily a fan of, but that $10 makes a difference. At least we're already in a world where $70 games has kind of become the norm, whereas $80 just happened with Nintendo, with Mario Kart, and people still tripping about that. Because look, I'm going to be straight up with you. If Mario Kart was not a part of the bundle and essentially I got it for $50, I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't have bought it at $80 because for me, I don't play Mario Kart enough that I feel like it would have been justified to spend $80 for it. And I'm saying that to say I think a lot of people would translate that over to a game like The Outer Worlds 2 being at $80. I don't know. IP, I've never played it. I don't think I'm going to buy it. Right. So thankfully, cooler heads prevailed or whatever happened internally at Xbox and they lowered the price because I think at 70, it's going to have a way better chance of success than it would at 80. So we'll see. But this all ties into what we're talking about. These companies are not going to take crazy risk anymore. They're not. There's just too much money at stake to take risks. So no, you're not going to risk look, Outer Worlds 2 isn't a new IP, but kind of it is in a way. You're not going to risk that at $80. You're better off charging $70 for that because, and I'm going to do bad math. Would you rather 50 people buy it at 70 or 10 people buy it at 80? That's how you look at it. So.
What's the answer to that, Paris? What? You say you're bad in math, so I just want to know your math to see.
Don't be putting me on the spot with that. You're trying to get me to add. He trying to get me to add on there. You know what? What 70? So what is that? That's what? What is it? 70 and 50? That's 350. And 12, 10. What is that? I can't add.
Oh my god. Oh, here you go, man. That's good. That's good.
Pull up Excel on the screen.
Yeah.
No, but it's what, $3,500 and what, 800, right?
Look, I see people posting answers now.
What is it? I can't add.
Yeah, that's funny though. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
see?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was right. See? I can't I know how to maths.
Maths.
Oh my god. Now, P, anything else, P, before we go to the most hilarious comments about this?
Oh, no, let's just go to comments, man. Because I mean, look,
Yeah.
it's just a logical decision at this point. It makes sense, and like they say, the math is mathing. It's a no brainer. Like we all win. Just do it.
So Paris, I know you have a lot of replies too in your post, but I'm gonna read some from my side. So let's see. All right, so this is one from I'm not gonna mention names. I'm just gonna like read the most ridiculous comments here. So where is it? Damn, I just lost it, man. Damn it. I just had it right here. Okay, there you go.
Should have been prepared.
So I guess whatever. He's like, remember Sony saying that they're releasing their live service games multi-platform, but not first-party single-player games, consoles exclusive that will stay on PlayStation. Interesting how nothing has changed. So what I said in the post, like, man, wow, interesting how things are changing in the industry, right? And a lot of people were replying back, nothing has changed. They said there's only gonna be live service, this and this and this and that. I'm like, bro, it's not. No, man, no. And actually, there was a couple people that replied to me angry. Yo, I didn't post a job listing. That wasn't me. I didn't post a job listing. Jesus Christ, why are you guys attacking me? Getting all mad.
Because it's easier.
Like somebody wrote, "Who gives a ish?" Like what the? Look, if you were not mad, you would not be replying like that, man. You know. Another one. We already know live server games are on Xbox. This is nothing new. I don't know.
Isn't Helldivers 2 a live service game?
It is it is. But here's the thing, and we talked about this a few minutes ago. How many live service games already announced on PlayStation? It's not that many. It's not that many. It's very, very small. Very, very small. Do you think they're gonna create multiple positions within the company for those amount of games? No, it's more than just that. It's more than that. That's a lot of money to create, different positions, a team, and no, it's gonna take a long time. There's no way. Paris, can you read any wild replies from your tweet? If you have,
just put me on the spot.
No, if you had, I thought you had.
Okay,
I thought you had. No, you don't have to.
Here's the thing. No. I have to say this.
Okay.
If you
God.
wanted me to have comments ready, you should have said, "Hey, Paris, can you look up some of the ones that you had?"
You know what?
Instead,
I'll go to yours.
You try to put me on the spot. Stay out of my business. Stay out of my comments. Okay.
I'll read one that people mentioned this, and it was like a few minutes ago. Remember when Paris said you don't spend $80 billion not to make games like Call of Duty exclusive? We call them crazy. Interesting how things are changing now.
I didn't say Call of Duty. I never said that.
I don't know what they got.
Stay out of my comments because you're gonna.
No. That's my comment. You got that's
Okay.
my reply. Stop it. That's my reply. Yeah. No, but I don't know. Like I don't remember you saying that.
I never said that with Call of Duty. What I said was you don't spend $7.5 billion to keep things the same. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was 100% correct because Phil Spencer himself said the same damn thing. Activision is what changed everything for them. It wasn't Bethesda. Bethesda,
yeah.
if it was just Bethesda, they were clearly, Starfield technically is still not on PlayStation 5, even though it's going to be, right? They were doing exclusivity with Bethesda games. But Activision, because I had even said with Call of Duty, I was like, there's no way that can be exclusive. It's too much money. You know, and obviously, yeah, it's too much money. So, look, get your facts straight. See, that's why you got to stay out of these weirdo comments because they don't do no research. They just say nonsense online, and it's not correct. Okay?
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Quick question.
What's
Paris, do you think that would have been the same had they acquired Activision before Bethesda?
No, Activision's too big. It's just too big. I mean, that's the whole thing. That changed everything when they got Activision. I mean, again, they spent $69 billion or whatever it was.
But they had
no, and I was just going to say, and
the way they
yeah, because think about it. Call of Duty is the #1 IP annually. It just is. Look at the math. And then when you look even on the mobile side with a Candy Crush, look how much money that generates. It's just too much. There's no way you can say, well, you can only play this on an Xbox, or if it existed, you can only play this on the Windows phone for Candy Crush, right? There's no way they were going to do that. Why would you alienate your audience, your PlayStation audience or your PC audience outside of a Xbox store by making it exclusive to just your digital stores? They weren't going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know that. Seeing this, I look. I think it's a great move. There's so many great PlayStation games that the numbers are pretty low when it comes to like sales numbers. I know Ratchet and Clank is one of them, and so on. So I want these games to be successful on other platforms, man. That's better for the studio, people that have been working on this for a very long time. And at the same time, people are going to have fun with this, man. I don't see anything wrong with this. I think this is a great move overall. And I can't wait to see what PlayStation are going to do in the future with this, man. You know what I'm saying? But to actually get mad and all that stuff, it's just I don't like it at all, man. People just need to chill. And things are going to be okay, man.
See,
I think a year from now, people what happened? I didn't even finish.
That's why I don't look at my comments, because I'm looking at them and they're all just dumb. It's just dumb comments that are not worth replying to. That's why I don't look at them. This is why I say what I say.
You said it was wild comments. I'm like, what?
This is why I say what I say and I keep it moving. Unless I follow you, I don't see your replies, because the people I don't follow, all these comments are dumb. They're dumb. They're from grown-ass people that's probably as old as me, talking like they're 12 years old. That's what all these are. Don't ever ask me to do that again, because I'm not doing it.
Okay. You don't have to read it. You don't have to read it. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, like it's. I think things are gonna be fine. Look, I think a couple years from now, we're gonna be looking at this like, you know what? This was the right move. We probably didn't. A lot of us didn't agree with it, but hey, it's part of the business, and boop, and that's it, man. Because here's the thing, from Sony, PlayStation is from the whole Sony umbrella, PlayStation is the one that's making the most money, more than TVs, more than any other division, I believe. So back in the days, it was TV. They were doing a lot sales when it comes to that, but things has changed, man. And look, business-wise, they have to make different moves that, if this is something that's going to bring more people to be part of the ecosystem and all that stuff, this is the right... What?
Okay, say what you're saying. Why am I not allowed to read the chat and react to it? And you just pause the whole show.
You look no, because I thought you said something. I thought you said something that you didn't agree with what I said. That's what I thought. I didn't know you were look. Your screen doesn't say I'm reading some comments,
look,
Danny.
It's something you don't do. It's we read.
No, I read.
Well, exactly, Pete. I was reacting to someone thinking that Fable's going to get canceled. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Let me say again. Mm-hmm. Social media is not real life. Don't believe what some of the insiders are telling you, because they don't know what they're talking about. They're not canceling Fable. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong.
Wait, people are saying it's getting canceled. I thought it was delayed or something. Was it
the chat, Danny?
No, I have multiple windows. I don't know which chat. Which one? Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. Like, I don't know where you guys are talking about. I have everything open. But anyways, yeah, I didn't know people were saying that game was going to get canceled. Who the hell said that game was going to get canceled? That's ridiculous.
I'll tell you offline.
Oh my god, guys, where the hell are they coming up with all this stuff, man? You know what? People need to chill. I know there was some rumors happening a couple of days ago saying that Game Pass wasn't successful and all this stuff, and it was breaking news all over the web, and then, oops, that was a mistake. Like, people need to chill, man. Like, not everything is it's a fact. Like, come on, relax, chill, have fun.
Touch grass.
Definitely touch grass. It's summertime. Go outside. Anything else, Paris or Pete?
I'm
No?
not on the week. I'm not on the show next week. I'm on vacation.
I mean, of course you're on vacation. Of course, he's always traveling. He's only here when it's something like this. Places are going multi-platform. Like, no, I gotta join the show.
I'm only
I
here for
gotta
console warring.
console war. But you know what? I say this. You know what? I'll end it with this. We could wrap it up after this part of the show. But I'm glad that this is happening because I am so sick of these like clickbait content of console war, people attacking each other over consoles and whatever. So having this news out and these games eventually going to be on Xbox, on the Switch too, etc. I think the whole console war discussion is slowly going to go away. It's slowly going to go away. It's getting to the point that it's just too much, and people just need to chill and just relax and just enjoy gaming overall instead of attacking other people just because of a piece of plastic. That thing is going to go away. It's going to go away. You know? So I'm glad this is happening. And you know what? I know there was an old episode, and I think it was Paris that said this. I'm talking about like years ago. This is during like the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 days, I believe, or even before. I think it was the 360 days. You said something about, you know what? Release games on every platform, everything. Just release on everything. So we can stop with this nonsense going back and forth.
So if we're gonna do an after show, I got a comment I'm gonna say about all that. I don't want to say it on the regular show.
Oh, you won't? Oh, damn! I was ready for you to say. Okay, well, all right. Well, you don't want to say anything about that, or you're good. Moving forward. All right. Well, just want to say that everybody, thank you so much for listening to Gamer Tag Radio. Look at that. Pete is so hurt with this news. He's coughing. He's like, he had to put himself on mute. He's like, he can't take it anymore. It's okay, Pete. Things are going to be okay, Pete. I haven't finished the show, but go ahead, Paris. I haven't finished the show yet. This is not the after show yet.
No,
but anyway,
I was just going to say, because I will say this, because you already put my business out there. Since I will be in Germany, Pete, you know, I know I already told you this offline. If there's an opportunity, we got to figure it out so we can meet up and
even if
hang out in Europe.
Even if I don't
that's what I mean.
I just go to, where is it? It's Cologne, right? Yeah, hold on a second.
Yeah, it's Cologne.
Yo, invite me, man. I would like to go.
No, F you.
No.
Wow.
No, absolutely not.
I've seen you. Hey, look, the last person I saw out of the group was you. So F you. You don't get any more Pete. Oh, it's a 5-hour train.
Wow. That's so aggressive.
It's a 5-hour flight. Oh, it's only $136. It's easy.
You know,
Yeah.
create some clickbait content and clickbait content. You'll get that right away. You'll get the $136 right away.
Bro, it's a 5-hour train ride.
Yo, you can leave early in the morning. Get there early. Not bad. You play. You know what you do, Pete? Go take a train. You play a PlayStation game on your Steam Deck, and by the time you get there, it'll be 5 hours.
I don't know. Maybe I extend my trip a day or so. You know. Yeah, you never know.
Come to Switzerland. We go do a hike. Come see beauty of Switzerland.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I like the idea.
All right. Well, I'm proud of you guys. Thanks for the invitation. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, you were never invited.
We're gonna wrap it up here. Remember, guys, later this week we have multiple episodes, not just two, multiple coming out this week. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, listening to this episode of Gamer Tag Radio. For those that are still watching on Twitch, X, YouTube, and other places, we're gonna do an after show right about now. Enjoy. All right, we're good. All right, Parry, what is this comment?
No, so it's just funny. Like you bring up something I'd said probably at this point 10 years ago, right?
Even
talking
more.
about that. And you know, obviously over the last few years my profile has raised online with gaming, and you have your haters and your trollers and all that. And one of the dumbass comments that I saw just a second ago was, because I was talking about exclusivity thing, and are you gonna tell them to get their pitchforks? And I'm like, oh my god, here we go. My thing is this: when I said that, I meant it, and I still mean it. If you are so upset over Gears Reloaded being on PlayStation later this month or soon, obviously in a month, you're allowed to be upset. This literally was my whole point. You are allowed to be upset that they changed something in the middle of the generation. I've never told anyone to not be. It's your own personal choice. But I always find it hilarious when people try to say, "Oh, you said this, you said that," but they only look. They'll take like one clip from 5 years ago, but they'll ignore everything else that I say. I've never been a fan of exclusivity ever. And again, go back in the archives of GTR when exclusivity 100% was happening. I've talked about not wanting exclusivity. But I'll say this, I've always been smart enough to understand what business was and the reasons for exclusivity. Like it's so funny when you go back to when they got Bethesda and I was talking about exclusivity then and Game Pass and all that. I was 100% correct at the time. At the time. I'm wrong now. But it's just funny. I'm saying all that because that's why I'm glad this is happening. So people can just get over this nonsense that we see online with this whole brand loyalty, I guess console war, for lack of a better term, stuff where you're seeing people that are as old as us, that it's their life. It's all they do every single day. And it's not just to me, it's obviously to other people as well. But the point is, it's like you spend so much time with the clips and the gotchas and you ain't playing nothing. Twitter is literally your video game. That's what I'm saying, right? It's like, look, Pete is off in the Poconos doing his thing. Danny and I are obviously, out there hustling, doing our stuff. Like next week, we're going to be at the Battlefield event. Yo, we're going there to talk about the game, interview the developers, do stuff like that. Not sit on Twitter all day and talk about, you don't get to play this because it's exclusive to play. That's like, who gives a shit? Seriously. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just getting jaded in my old age, but it's just like, bro, we're out here trying to actually do stuff in the industry and talk about gaming and all that. It's like, no one got time to argue about this console war stuff. Will things that we say be wrong? 100%. Okay, I was wrong, and you move on. Because no one's ever going to be 100% accurate on anything. We try to speculate on stuff and analyze what's going on from a logical standpoint. Just like with this job description. If you look at that job description and think of it logically, what is your conclusion going to be? Oh, they're putting more games on Xbox and on Switch. That would be your conclusion from that, not some of the freaking just reaches that I've seen to try and justify, like, oh, this is a nothing burger. Nothing's changing. It's all staying the same. Then why the hell are they creating a position that they're about to, if I remember correctly, they about to pay that dude about $300K a year.
Yeah, that's not a cheap position. Plus a team?
Yes.
That's not cheap. Not cheap.
Come on.
No, B Gamer 90 says, and I quote, "Twitter's your video game." Bars.
It's true.
It is true.
It's true.
It's
Sure.
like, it reminds me of what's the name of the House of Dead keyboard game? I can't remember it. That's what they're doing. They're typing. That's their controller.
Well, my thing is,
Twitter
like what I see, and I know more so than you, Danny. I'll dive in the mud every now and again, and I know you always tell me to not do it, but sometimes I just do. Anyways,
Yeah.
what I've noticed is it's the same people just saying the same stuff over and over. And the other thing that I notice, the people that got the most to say, you never see their face ever.
You never see them at events. Ever.
Anime profile pics.
Yeah, it's always an anime profile pic, so they can say the most crazy shit online or whatever, but you never see who they are. And that's why I always say you're freaking cowards, honestly. Because, look, you see my black ass every week. I'm on a camera, I'm talking, obviously giving my opinion or whatever. It actually takes a little bit of courage to put your opinion out there versus just hiding behind an avatar, clipping people and taking stuff out of context, because that gets you attention. Because like I said this last week to somebody else, these same people, no one ever sees you. You never have an original thought. What do you think? Why are you so worried about what other people say? Tell me what you think. Oh, wait. Because if you put your opinion out there, nobody freaking cares. That's the problem. And that's what you see with the online stuff. It's they need to what's the word I'm looking for? They need to, lack of a better term, sorry, feed off of other people to actually get anyone to pay attention to them.
Yep.
Because because they don't have an original thought. Or you'll see stuff where they do have an original thought and they will turn on their camera and you do see who they are, but they say the most craziest batshit insane stuff you've ever seen. There's a dude that said when Helldivers 2 went to Xbox, he was done with PlayStation. He's never playing PlayStation again. He's out, blah, 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 blah. And it was just this whole, he was crying on the video, basically, right? I don't know how else to say it. And I'm looking at that, and in my best Roman Reigns, you're lying. There's no way you bought a PlayStation, invested all this money into the PlayStation library that because someone else gets to play your exclusive game, now you're done with the company. Get the F out of here. That's not even true. It's not even true. But that's what I'm saying. You're just doing that because you know me saying a bunch of crazy shit will get people to, like I'm doing right now, respond to it and react to it.
Yeah. Yeah, and believe it or not, you know that person also paid for the subscription service, maybe bought a couple controllers, additional accessories. You think?
Oh, I'll say that. Speaking of that, that was the other hilarious thing to me. Like you'll see these dudes that Game Pass is ruining the industry. Game Pass, blah, blah, blah. Like they say all this crazy stuff, right? Like Xbox is doomed, dead, and all that. And you know what they all have in common?
What?
Game Pass subscription. They play on it just as much as we do.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
It's true. I'm not even making this up. Yep. The same people that will literally go to Chat GPT and write a freaking 20-page novel online about how terrible Game Pass is will also say, but yeah, I got a Game Pass sub and I played this. And I'm like, what? What? It don't make no sense. But this is what I'm saying. This is how you know it's all performative. It's all an act. And I will say that being dead serious. I know it's an act. These people are full of shit because when you meet them in real life, it's the opposite. If you meet them in real life, either you never know who they are, or if they actually do come out to an event like a Summer Game Fest or E3 back in the day, they'll be the first ones that want to shake your hand and say how it's all just jokes. Nah. And I'm like, kiss my black ass. It's not jokes. Stop saying crazy shit online. That's what I say. I say it. I do. Let me tell you the story real quick. So I met one of my haters at Summer Game Fest just this year.
Wait, JW, it's different. It's not actual event.
Yeah, at the JW. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah.
And what did I, well, you weren't with me, but I had said to him straight up, okay, I'm right here in front of you. Lay it on me. Now's your chance. You get to say whatever you want to me. I'm right here in front of you. Oh no, man, it's not like that. No, you know, I'm just a joke. So then I said, then why do you say that stuff online? Couldn't give me a straight answer. Everything was just jokes. Everything's like, no, it's not really like that. And see, that's what I can't stand. Like, look, if you want to talk shit to me online, talk shit to me in person. I say that every time. Because guess what? If I talk shit to you online, I'm going to talk shit to you in person. That's just who I am. Right? So that's why I can't stand the online stuff because it's so fake. It's not real. Because when you got the opportunity, I'm standing right in front of you. Now you want to be my best friend.
And Paris forgot something else. There was a group of people there that watched this interaction. It wasn't just them two talking.
Yeah.
So it's not BS. It's not BS.
I ain't BSing. Yeah.
It's not BS. But yeah, it's funny. Here's the thing though, man. And the reason why I said the JW because I just don't want you to give this person credit. Like, oh yeah, it's a Summer Game Fest covering him. Like they don't go to events like that. They don't. They really don't. No. All they do is just complain and bitch online. Like that's all they do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hazardor is in the chat, and Hazardor is the one that originally posted that Sony job post. I saw it, bro. I saw it. Yeah. I was like, ooh, boy, they're about to melt down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know where that news came from. Cause I saw it. But shout out to him. Man. That's great. Yeah. Yo, but wait, how the hell he found out about this? He just briefly
it's publicly posted. So if you see it, you post it, I guess. But Hazardor put that out there. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this weekend, the meltdowns and the crash outs are going to be insane. And they did not disappoint. It has been crazy, man.
You know what? You know what would be funny? You know what would be really funny? That Paris, he applies to this job and gets a position.
Who said I didn't?
Damn. Oh,
Who said I didn't?
oh, snap.
I did, but I thought about it. I did. I legit, because it's remote. It's obviously on the West Coast, easy to go up to San Mateo. I thought about it. Honestly, look, keep it real.
Yeah.
I'd be really good at that.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
would. Yeah.
I wonder all those people that attacked you, what would be the reaction? Like, Paris got this position.
Oh,
PlayStation.
they lose their minds, because you know what I would demand? I would demand, as part of them hiring me, is I would say, hey, every time there's an announcement for a new PlayStation game going to Xbox, I want to be the one to do it. Let me be the one to put it on PlayStation.
I'll stay to play. Yes. On camera? Yo, do you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Yo, they will lose their effing minds, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. Paris again on the screen. Shit, it's coming on Xbox. Fuck.
Oh my God, that would be so
funny. That would be funny. Hey, yo, you come in there wearing a green shirt and all this shit, like.
And I'm excited to announce that Ratchet & Clank will be coming to the Xbox Series X, S, and Xbox PC this holiday. This is a great opportunity for Insomniac Games to expand their audience to this well-known and beloved franchise. Words from James Stevenson.
And yo, Paris ended with this. It's like, when everybody plays, we all win.
Jump in.
Yo, that will be hilarious. I will watch State of Play every single time just for that part of the presentation. Yo, people in the chat, please get this job, please. Oh my God.
Hey, better yet, I come on the screen and I'm holding this.
He's like, play. Whenever everybody plays, we all win. My God.
But you know what's funny about this?
Yeah.
This just highlights how fucking dumb all of this is. Seriously. This is how dumb all of this is.
Yeah.
That you will have, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
You will have grown ass men that would see something like that and they would be furious. Absolutely furious.
No, you got to do it, and you got to do it in the yellow cyberpunk chair with the 0 hour
Oh yes,
sweater.
please.
Oh my God.
please. That would be hilarious. Oh my God.
So, and I told you this offline, Danny, just to give, look, we just being messy as hell. Who cares? When I was at Summer Game Fest and I was going to whatever appointment, again, nameless, a person that works at PlayStation that we both know, he's up there a little bit, saw me, knew me by name, and said, "Hey, Paris, thank you for being the voice of reason." Because I am. I tell you what I think, and I try to be logical about it. I'm not saying this like to be big-headed or talk shit. I'm just saying it as the truth. I will never come on here talking about video games and try to mislead people or whatever. I'm gonna just tell you what I think about it, whether it's good, whether it's bad, or whatever the case. And the one thing that I'm personally proud of, I'm bringing that up for a point. It's not the only person that has said that to me, and I take that with a sense of pride. That I've had people at Xbox, PlayStation, Ubisoft, EA, CD Projekt Red, on down the line, have all said that to me. That being able to come on camera, podcast, talk about video games, and try and talk about it in a reasonable way, I'm very proud of that. So I know me saying that a PlayStation person said that to me is going to make people furious. And you know what I say back to that? Good, because you need to grow up. It's just video games. Relax. It ain't that damn serious. Who cares if Johnny Xbox gets to play your game? Because it ain't your game. It's just a video game. Who cares on what device it's played on? And that's just common sense at this point. And that's, I will say again, why I'm glad that this is happening, because it's just going to make more and more of these people that do this console war bullshit look even more foolish than they already are.
Facts. Facts. P is chilling, man. P is like,
Yeah, P's
after
chilling.
this, he's like, after this, I'm touching grass. I've been touching
Yeah.
grass.
I've been touching grass, man. What are you talking about?
I've been touching grass. Yeah, man. You know what? It's sad seeing all the other people just getting mad over something that this was meant for us to enjoy for entertainment, not to like attack others or get mad when they're like make different business decisions, man. But I don't know how posting all this garbage online is helping the industry overall.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. But go ahead, Paris.
Oh, I was going to say I look at it this way. The next month is going to be very fun.
Oh, because Helldivers and Gears.
No, not even that. Just stuff that you and I will be doing over the next month.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and I'm not saying that in a braggadocious way. I'm saying that that's what the focus should be about. It should be about, hey, like we were just at the Grounded 2 event. We got some great interviews out of that. Obviously, we've been playing the game. We'll talk about it here Tuesday. I guess it's in the embargo. But that's the stuff that I love to be able to do. I love being able to sit down with a couple game developers and talk about their game. And like because like the Grounded 2 interview I did with the creative, like the both of them we did. The first question I asked in both interviews was, how did it feel to surprise everyone that you were making this game? And you get their genuine reaction and how happy they were that they were able to keep it a secret. And I was telling them how when we were at the community watch party, how we had no clue. And to see the genuine eruption of excitement from people that was at that event, that's why you do that's why they love doing what they do. And I just love being able to be a tiny part of something like that wow, I was able to ask them that question and they were able to share their excitement, with the world. That's the stuff that I like to do. Not this online nonsense,
And all the stuff that's coming up that you're going to be playing some games, talking to some people that worked in the game and all that. Like that, I love that, man. Like, look, I've been posting a lot of like interviews and stuff. Paris has been doing the same. Posting here. I'm glad that Pete's here, recording with us, like doing this. Like, this is all we love doing this, man. We love talking about the good side of the industry, the bad side. We talk about everything, But at the end of the day, it's something that we just love to do. We love playing games. Like I love, playing games with Ree, talking about games. We always watch videos from other people that it's not clickbait content. It's more of like, look at these games coming up soon, or talk about different topics about games. That's the stuff that I like to talk about, man. But when it's people clickbait or attacking others because they don't agree with you and so on, that to me is just like. That to me is just a straight up waste of fucking time. Straight up waste of time.
No, it is.
Yeah,
it is. It
While,
really
while,
is.
while you guys are out there typing and getting all mad, we're out there making fucking moves and actually playing games and making moves and touching fucking grass, all at the same time, bro. Get a fucking life. I am so sick of this shit. I am so sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Sick of this shit, man. Like it's just like, yo, what is the grown ass man, in their fucking 50s, 40s? Yo, like it's too much, man. It's too much.
No, it is. It is.
Well, sorry. I think finally heard that.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously we're being a little messy talking a bunch of shit right now, but I mean, the truth of the matter is, like you said, we love doing this. I mean, we went to 20 years doing this if we didn't love doing it, and I'm just very thankful of opportunities that I had. Like, and I won't spoil what's going on because obviously it's embargoed, but like the reason I'm going to Gamescom, I can't wait to be able to share why I'm going to Gamescom. You know what I mean? Like when I got to go to CD Projekt Red earlier this year, bucket list thing for me. I love The Witcher, obviously Cyberpunk, the goddamn chairs right there. To be at the place and see where they got to make one of the greatest games ever made in The Witcher 3. Like getting that tour and seeing like, oh, here's where we did this, here's where we did that. To be in the infamous lobby that, you know, people have seen, you know, over the years where they got all their accolades and the magazine covers and all that stuff, the statue of Geralt and, you know, the statue of V right there in the lobby, right? And to see like, oh, here's where we're making The Witcher 4. And it's like, oh man, wow, that's so freaking cool to be able to do stuff like that, right? And it's like I'm there just genuinely as a freaking fan. No more, no less. I wasn't interviewing no one or whatever. I'm just a fan to see how they did that. Like again, just being in Poland, like the whole reason I was even over there was for 11-bit, and how much I love what that studio, that publisher does. I mean, Frostpunk 2, which is about to come to console now. Love that freaking game. The Altars, which will be a Game of the Year contender, by the way. And the whole fact that they saw me talking about that game 2 years ago and how passionate I was about it, which is why they wanted me to come out and for the preview event, right? You know, getting to meet Alex, who's the voice actor for Jan.
He's mad cool.
And I met him the year before, you know, when we were hanging out in London, right? And just getting to know him as a person. And, you know, honestly, he's a friend at this point, like a genuine friend, you know, and he did voice actor stuff for Cyberpunk and all that. Interviewed him for the Altars, right? That's what I love to do. I just do. I just think that is so cool to be able to do that and just have just real conversations with people, fun conversations about the thing that they're making that they're trying to share with the world. You know?
It reminds me of the same thing with me when I went to Finland and I went to Remedy's studio. You know, like that was like a dream for me because I'm a huge, that's like one of my favorite studios ever. And I went to the studio where they worked on Alan Wake 2 and other projects they're working on. And they give me this tour. And I'm like, oh, I can't believe this, man. This is mind-boggling, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's the best thing too, Paris, that I love, Pete, that, you know, and I never mentioned this on the show, but I was in the Dominican Republic a couple of weeks ago, and I went to, you know, Punta Cana, and we were, you know, checking out the area. I went to a supermarket, and I was there with Reed, family, just walking around, buying some stuff, and we left. And then I see a tweet of a listener that was actually there and saw me at the supermarket. And I'm like, I hit him up like, hey, can we meet up? I would love to learn more about the area. And I would like to meet you like in person. Let's do it. And we met and we sat down for like hours just having a drink. I met his partner too. And we were just talking about life and games. And he was asking a lot of questions about the industry and all that stuff, you know, like that. I love doing that. Love doing that. I did that in Finland too. You know, I've done that in multiple times when we go to events. People will come up to us and like, yo, I just want to say I'm a big fan. I just want to like sit down and ask questions, you know. I love that part, man. That to me is my favorite part about doing all this, man. It's also giving back for those that need that help, that need that, you know, mentoring and all that stuff, you know. So all this nonsense that we see online, that's crumbs, bro. That's nothing. That's nothing. You know, like I even when we went to the Grounded 2 event, there was a guy that came up to me. He's like, he works at Obsidian. He's like, hey, Dan, you're probably not going to remember me, man, but we got to play a couple of games at Call of Duty, you know, zombies. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yo, nice to meet you, man. Like, those moments are really dope. I love those moments, man, when that happens, you know? So, and one last thing. This is funny. Bree was pregnant at that time and went to the hospital, right? And we had an appointment. I'm there. I went with her mom and her. We were sitting down at the hospital waiting for our doctor appointment. And there was a couple just there, and one person was just staring at me. I'm like, what the heck? And he goes, hey, can I ask you a question? I go, yeah. He's like, are you Danny Pena? I go, yeah, it's me. He's like, do you have a show with Pete and Paris? I go, yeah. He's like, yo. He looked at his wife like, I know this is gonna look weird. I'm a huge fan, man. I listen to the show all the time. Cool. I was like, oh snap, you know, that happened out of nowhere at the hospital. I'm like, what the heck? And I went to the store, Old Navy, a couple weeks ago in Burbank. I was just there, you know, buying some stuff, getting ready for our trip to DR and everything. And some person screamed because I was like in line about to pay for my stuff. He's like, yo, Daddy, yo. From far away, oh, I'm a big fan in front of everybody that was there at the store. I'm like, yo, what the? Yo, those moments are fun. Those like really, really dope, man. Meeting people in person and listening to your content, man. It's really, really cool, man. Yeah, but
So I want to give you a classic example of what I'm talking about.
okay.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You can read it yourself.
Which chat you I could check?
Because this literally just popped up on my thing. I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, on
Yeah,
Twitch. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what? Hold up.
Put it on the screen.
I'm gonna put it on screen. All right, hold up. Give me a second. Gotta put it on screen here. Almost done, fellas. Almost done. Give me a second. All right, so I have it here. Let me show screen. So it'll be, I believe it's this one. Boom. Okay. What is this? What's going on? Well, people can see that? I don't know if they can see that. Oh, yeah, I think they can.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just some random account, but
Okay.
it was funny because it like popped up in my main thing. I'm like, oh, what is this?
What is
So it was what I was talking about before. Look at the date on when I said that. What happened on September 21st, 2020, or September 20, 2021? It was Bethesda.
Purchase. Yeah.
It was Bethesda,
So,
right?
yeah.
And what did I say? Then I was 100% right. 100% right.
This is 2020. And then
Yeah.
2025, the ever exclusivity will be studied by future generations. It probably will laugh at us. I mean, you still.
And when I say us, I'm including myself. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. You know, I'm not sitting there all high and mighty like, oh, I knew better than you. I was like, no, I was freaking wrong too. But this is what I'm saying. This is online, whereas you're never allowed to change your opinion on anything. So it's like you went, pulled up some shit I said 5 years ago as if that is still relevant today. We know it's not relevant today. And that's the whole point of me saying, we'll look back at this and no laugh.
You know what? You know what people do, Paris? They do this. They put Game Pass, Paris, Vision 696.
I bet.
Look, yo, that's time consuming. Like people actually take their time reading that. Like, okay, perfect. Let me screenshot this. Okay, let me go with the most current one. Look, there was one video, P. You probably never heard about this. Yo, there was some person that went how many years back? Paris, it's like years. I'm talking about years. I think 10 years, maybe. I think, and posted, yo, look at this. Look at what Paris thinking back then. I'm like, yo, how the hell they find these things, man? You guys have way too much time,
Bro.
Jesus.
There was, I told the story before, but when we were at that Xbox watch party,
Yeah.
and they showed the handheld, I posted right then and there, oh, I think this will be the future Windows handhelds or whatever I said, right? Because that's what I still believe it. I ain't changing my mind on that. Yo, I had a dude that was so bothered by me saying that. He pulled up tweets from where I've talked about the future and went all the way back to 2009.
No life.
But think of it this way. What I said, I didn't name call anyone. I didn't downgrade something else. All I was talking about was what I saw in that moment. And it bothered this person so much that they saw that tweet. How dare he be excited about this? Let me see what I can find on him so I can try and take him down a notch. Right? It's so dumb. It's so freaking dumb. But it tells me two things. Like you said, Danny, no life. And clearly, what I say must matter to you. Clearly. That it affected you so much that, well, I can't let Paris get away with this. I got to do something. Let's dig into the archive of tweets. You know what I mean? It's so ridiculous, man.
Yeah. At the end of the day, all those people that do that, they wish they were in your position. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, come on, let's be real. It's because of that.
You know what? I shied away from saying that for so long, but I was on a podcast last week and I said it then. I'll say it again. Yeah, there's envy. 100% there's envy when it comes to that stuff. You included. You know, it comes down to why are they getting these opportunities and I'm not?
Well,
Seriously.
I do feel that way when Pete travels and he posts these pictures where he's at. I'm like, wow, man, why I can't be in that position? I mean, I send them angry tweets, angry texts.
Yep. I'll see
like,
that for France next week too.
I want to go there. I want to go to those expensive hotels.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
I mean,
nah.
but it's a part of being public facing. We get that. You're public facing. People are going to criticize you, and trust me, I'm not bulletproof. I say a lot of dumb shit, but I don't run from it. I guess is the point that I try to make. You own when you say something dumb, and you keep it moving. But I will also say, part of the reason I think we've gotten the opportunities that we have is we're respectful. It's shocking how disrespectful people can be with the things that they say and that they do. I don't think I've ever been disrespectful to someone. Have I been critical? 100%. But even in my criticism, I'm not disrespectful to people. And I think that gets lost on a lot of people, that you can criticize something, but be respectful at the same time. Again, go back in the GTR archives. Me and Mandy were on it back in the day about Xbox. But at
I
no
think
point,
P2. I think P2.
No, but you get my. I say Mandy because they were calling us the Wonder Twins.
At that time, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
But I always tell people, and it's so funny because I've had certain people at Xbox tell me this. My criticism was being seen and heard. And a lot of the stuff that I've been able to do with Xbox to this very day goes back to that criticism, because I tell people all the time, there's not a developer out there that wants to make a bad game. There's not a person making a hardware or product that wants it to be terrible. They want it to be good. So they want to hear what's wrong so they can fix it and make it better. Mm-hmm. It's just the truth, So, I mean, even the Cyberpunk thing, going back to that back in 2020, because that obviously, I get crap for the chair and all that kind of stuff. I did not recommend the game when it came out because of how buggy it was. And it was so funny just being there at the studio. We were talking about it. We were joking about it. So much so, it's become like a meme to where the official Cyberpunk account was making fun of, because I was talking about trying to go to Gamescom, and they were like, oh, well, all we can offer you is a yellow chair. You know what I mean? So it's like you take it on the chin, you laugh at it, and you keep moving, man.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Nah, man. We're going to wrap it up because I got a lot of stuff.
I got more messiness to do.
The heck, man? The heck?
Kidding.
Hell no. Hell no. Nah, man. I'm glad that we got all together. Got together to record this, man. Because somebody's always out. So Team P here. It's rare. It's rare.
Having to work, bust my ass.
Hey, you doing your thing, bro. You're doing your thing. Here's the thing, man. People don't know, man. Pete been working his ass off behind the scenes. So if you don't see him, because he's making moves. He's not typing like. Rah!
Yeah, I'm not some angry dude on Twitter and got to move my family to Europe and live in Switzerland.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that, Pete? That Pete moves to Europe and he's all day complaining. Imagine that, all day complaining. The whole time. Yeah, I'll be worried for Pete if Pete's posting all that stuff online. So, it's okay to go outside, touch grass. Touch grass.
I'm in Switzerland.
And if there's no grass, touch dirt, something, the floor, cement, something outside.
Yeah.
You have options. You have options, man.
Walk your dog.
Walk your dog. Walk your dog. Yeah, exactly, man. Jeez. All right, guys. Just want to say thank you for watching here. Give Me Tag Radio. PlayStation 5 games coming to the Xbox and Nintendo Switch. The world is ending. Thank you so much for listening and watching the show. Until next time, we're out. Later. This is Paris on State of Play. He's going to be like this. It's coming soon. Coming soon.
0 hour hoodie and all.
It's coming soon. We'll all play. When we all play, we all win. Is it like that?
Still can't cook.
I think it's still good.
And Ka still can't cook.
I know. And Ka can't cook. Multi-platform. Let's go. All right, guys. Later.
Peace.
Peace, guys.